Hi and welcome to our channel. My name is Yulia and this is Dmitry.
Hello everyone.
We're discussing fragrances here, and if you enjoy this topic, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Today we'll talk about fragrance brand Aton Perfumes, and we have received three samples that we would like to show you, and we'll talk about the scents.
Okay. The fragrance Patchouli Lave or Patchouli Lave was only here, sadly. It was leaking when it was shipping to us.
Yes, it leaked during shipping. So unfortunately we don't have that much of it, but oh wow, it's leaking right now as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
you can
so
see.
yeah.
Be careful.
Let's put it here like that.
It's on my hand now. It smells quite powerful. All right. The perfumer and the owner of the brand is Aton Perfumes. He's a younger stepbrother of Russian Adam from Origine de the famous Russian Adam, which we love. And we love his fragrances like Manly. It's their collaboration. It was the first Aton's fragrance, which he sent to Adam, and he a little bit improved it, and they released their collaboration called Manly. So we'll speak about it a little bit later today. And Aton is a young gentleman. He's about 21 years old only, and he loves perfumery. He's blending some fragrances, and we wish him good luck in this field. And thank you for these samples, Anton. Let's start with the first one, Patchouli Lave.
Yes, let's do this.
The fragrance costs $190 for 53 ml, and it's very unusual smelling for me. I haven't smelled anything like it, but it's not my favorite from these three. I would say it's my least favorite from these three, but Julia's favorite from them.
Yes, I'll get on to my thoughts when you say yours.
To me it smells aromatic, woody, a little bit spicy. It has some floral vibes, but a touch to my nose. It has some freshness and quite a lot of depth. Yeah, I would say. It's quite powerful on my skin and also on paper. I don't have many words to describe it because my nose just doesn't know what this one smells like, you know?
Okay. So maybe I can share...
It's very unusual to my nose.
Yes. So I can share my thoughts on this fragrance. So what happened here is we have received the samples, and Dmitry had it all the time, and last week he brought me three blotters Each one had the fragrance on, and I have to say that I was impressed the most with Patchouli Lave. Well, first of all, because I could smell different notes there, and it was quite unusual, and as well as the projection was really good. Whereas the other fragrances did not project as much, and I could not distinct as much notes as I could in Patchouli Lave. So I was more intrigued with this one. And here, I don't know, did you say that you were smelling some soapy notes here, yeah?
No, I haven't said. I get here also some soapiness, kind of in an old school way.
Yeah, so I am getting a little bit of the soapy vibe, but not as much. To me, when I smell this fragrance, I feel as if I'm smelling chai, like a tea, chai, I'm sorry, chai tea. So in this fragrance, I'm getting this chai tea vibe because I'm smelling a lot of this tasty, delicious spices, which are cloves, some star anise, cardamom mostly, and a lot of cinnamon as well. And I'm also getting this milky vibe from it. I'm getting some black tea, but not as much as I get the spices and the milkiness. Many people drink this tea with milk. Some people do it without the milk, but I drink it with milk. And yes, I'm getting this beautiful vibe of this tea, and to me it's very comforting, and this is something that I would wear in autumn or winter. And yes, I'm really enjoying it, and it's not just like this comforting and plushy and all cozy kind of composition. It's also got, to my nose, a little bit of darkness. Yes, it is comforting, but it is kind of a little bit on the edge with comforting and dark. And there is some kind of mystery to me in this fragrance, and I have to say that when I had these blotters lying around in my bedroom on the table, this fragrance was the reason I was sometimes getting up at night, and I was like feeling a little bit weird, and I smelled this fragrance instantly because the whole room smelled like it for a few days. And yeah, it made me feel kind of good and put me in a bit of like, like this playful mood. Something awakened in me when I was smelling this fragrance. So yes, to me it's intriguing, interesting, and comforting.
I would agree with Julia that it's kind of dark, also a little bit mysterious, and I remembered a couple of things that I forgot about the smell of this fragrance. When I sprayed it in the first couple of times, I got this earthy vibes. Yeah, it's kind of me reminded of something like from underground. Yeah, maybe from a little bit from basement smell. It has some dirty animalic touch to my nose. I don't get here any tea, personally. It kind of, for me, this smells kind of from underground something.
Yeah.
When patchouli can be a little bit dirty, earthy, and smells like basement.
Yeah, I don't know, like I almost never say that the fragrance is kind of, is giving like kind of this sexy vibes. But this one might be a little bit, to my nose.
To me, this one is absolutely not sexy. To me, it's a little bit challenging, and it's a little bit unpleasant.
But you see,
nose.
when Dmitry says that the fragrance is sexy, I'm like, what? Really? Seriously? Is it? No. So yeah, we really, me and you, we find different things attractive and sexy.
I don't know. It has some this dirty aromaticness that my nose doesn't like. I don't know why.
I don't know.
It's very interesting, unusual, deep, and quite a complex fragrance. I can see it, but my nose doesn't like something in this fragrance to my taste. I don't know why.
I don't know, maybe right now because this scent associates with the bedroom and this kind of vibes.
No, I have worn it 3 or 4 times, and each time it gave me this same feelings.
I know, I like it, Dmitry.
I wouldn't buy this fragrance, but the other 2 I would love to have in my collection.
Okay, then tell us
the notes, please.
While I'm looking up the notes, tell us about the projection and longevity, please.
This one was the most long-lasting of them all. I would say at least 12 hours on my skin, and on the paper, on the blotter, it lasts also longer than 2 other of them, and it projects quite well. I would say it's the most projecting of them 3. It has quite good projection. Yeah, and by the way, this little thing is smelling of all my room. Yeah.
All right, then the notes are, or ingredients are Indonesian patchouli, oak moss, cardamom, tonka bean, and champaka. And I'm also going to read a little description for you as well.
Also, oak moss can give this a little bit dirty, soapy vibe, I guess.
So, in Patchouli Lave, we used an Indian flower called Magnolia champaka. Unlike white magnolia, champaka has a deep, silky smell that reminds us of tea, spices, and floral notes. All right. That's it. Our thoughts on Patchouli Lave, and I think we're going to move on to Roxbury. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
So the Roxbury is my favorite of them 3. I think this one smells fantastic.
Look at the color.
I really love the smell. The color is also great. I love the color. I love the smell. This suits my taste 100%. I love it. And it costs $250 for a 53 milliliter bottle. Quite expensive. And people compare it to Manly from collaboration by Aton and Russian Adam. And I wouldn't say that they smell exactly the same. No, it has 50% similarity maybe to my nose. They both share tobacco, quite a lot of tobacco, a lot of patchouli. They also share sweetness, and to my nose they share also this beautiful fruity, maybe some dried fruit accord. Yeah, and that's maybe all. Manly is a little bit more boozy. Manly has a lot more leather. This one doesn't have leather. Roxbury. Manly does have leather, and this also have quite a lot of smoke. Yeah. And Manly actually reminds me a little bit of Interlude Man by Amouage when I wear it. Yeah, no. Not in the opening, but in the heart of the composition, it does remind me a little bit of Interlude Man.
Wow.
Or maybe something from Overture Man from Amouage also.
Okay, I did not see that coming. Yeah. Okay. But so, I have to say that
I really enjoy Manly.
I love Manly as well, and I have to say that it's absolutely delicious, and the dried fruit notes are just to die for in Manly, and I'm loving it. But here in Roxbury, I'm not really getting dried fruit notes.
It's very aromatic. It has a lot of tobacco and patchouli, and I love it here. It also has this sauna bath vibe.
Yeah. So for me, mostly I'm getting this steam bath, like Russian sauna kind of bath vibe. So imagine this hot rocks together with the steam, with the green, how do you call them, things that you hit each other, like all the green vibes, the green leaves. and some woody notes that are heated up already as well. So I find it extremely pleasant. I find it as an extremely pleasant smell and very comforting, because this is something that you go to a sauna when it's cold outside, it's dark, and you just want to feel good and feel healthy and things like that. And so that's a good vibe.
For me personally, it relaxes me, it uplifts my mood. And I were in sauna today. Yeah. I woke up today at 4:26, I believe, in the morning, and I went to the swimming pool. I love to swim almost every day, and then I went to sauna.
Yeah, sauna is nice. I wasn't in sauna on Monday. I was in different types of sauna and was swimming as well, so I'm enjoying that type of relaxation as well. I don't do it too often, but if I do, when I do, I love it. So yeah, that's something that we both like. I'm not getting a lot of the notes that Mitri is talking about, but yeah, this kind of woody, steamy, a little bit green, but dried greenness.
It has some delicious in it, you know. I also get a touch of booziness, maybe from patchouli. Yeah, here is aged patchouli, about 24 years. Yeah. And it smells completely different than your regular patchouli fragrances. This patchouli and patchouli tobacco and dried fruits combination reminds me a little bit of Tabac Doré by Bortnikov. But Tabac Doré, to my nose, is a little bit more deep and a little bit more rich smelling in terms of aroma profile. Yeah? It has a little bit more layers. This one is quite linear, Roxbury, but I really enjoy the smell.
You know, to me, this and Tabac Doré are not very similar, but
they are not the same, but this one has a little bit of that vibe of tobacco and patchouli.
Yeah, to me, they are almost as similar as these two, so I don't find them that much similar, you know.
And tobacco and patchouli here is also kind of can remind you of Roxbury, or melon can remind you of this fragrance.
Okay, that's Dmitri's thoughts, and let's. Should I read out the notes?
Yes, please.
So, oak moss, amber, vanilla, patchouli from 1997, tobacco, blackcurrant, geranium, and labdanum. And I'm also going to read you a little description. So, in Roxbury, we used vintage charactered patchouli that was aged in a traditional camel leather bottle for 24 years. The leather bottle where patchouli was stored has the property of absorbing moisture and preserves oil in its best way. The highly matured, exceptional and rare type of patchouli contributed to a bottomless depth of unmatchable complexity of the composition. With its help, dark, mysterious note of vintage oud was skillfully created without actual use of oud. Vintage patchouli graciously shines through the entire lifespan of this perfume. Okay.
So yeah, I wore it a couple of times on my neck, and it lasted about 8 hours, till 8 hours, and it projected about 3 to 4 hours. I could easily smell it from my neck. Then it became very average, yeah, and yeah, I wish it had more longevity and more projection to my taste.
I agree.
Yeah, and by the way, if you sample them, please don't spray them on the paper. They develop much better on the skin.
Yes.
Yeah, probably because they have a lot of natural ingredients. Yeah, so they open up on skin better.
Yes, I have to say that I wasn't impressed with the bright lights and Roxbury when I got them on blotters, because I haven't smelled them on the skin before. And today I've sprayed all of them on my arms, and I'm I'm enjoying them a lot more, and I finally got to appreciate this fragrance. So today I have changed my mind, and I'm really enjoying all three of those. And my favorite one still is Patchouli Lave, but yeah, you have to try them on skin because they show different notes. For example, we're going to talk about this fragrance now, the Bright Lights. I have smelled only, you know, like the base notes already, not all the other beauty that it starts with, and you know, the dominant notes that I have on my skin, they weren't showing off on the blotter. So today I was pleasantly surprised that I actually really like this fragrance, and we will talk about Bright Lights now. Dimitri, I think you might start.
I really enjoy this fragrance. I love to wear it on my skin, on my neck also. It's very calming. It's for me it's a meditative fragrance, you know. It relaxes me, it uplifts my mood. It smells like very high quality incense with very natural smelling pine forest notes. It has I believe some pine needles. This beautiful woody, aromatic, incensey vibe. I just love it, you know. But it's also quite linear as Roxbury. Only it becomes a little bit more sweeter in the dry down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, it has a lot of different woody notes. But the most prominent is kind of this pine.
Yeah, when I got the blotter, I've smelled like the sweetness, and I thought that, oh, it's just like smells like a nice toilet water or something like that. But when I sprayed it on the skin, I also got this beautiful incense that is not churchy at all. It's like so bright and beautiful. It doesn't remind you of like being in church itself, or whether you've attended a funeral and you've had incense there. So it's not going to remind you either of good days in church or bad days on funerals or things like that. It's just neutral and it's just beautiful. And I'm also getting piney notes here. So these are the notes that are making this fragrance beautiful actually, and I did not get them on the blotter. So right now on my skin it smells amazing.
It has something uplifting to it, some brightness. It has a touch of spiciness. I believe there was pink pepper in it. Yeah. But I don't get too much pepper, I get some spiciness.
Yeah. I find this extremely neutral, like in the best possible way, that this fragrance puts you in I wouldn't say that it puts you in a good or a bad mood. It just makes you feel calm and you know,
very relaxing. Yeah.
Yes. So this is the kind of fragrance that is not going to throw you in the mood somewhere. If you just want to feel relaxed, this is something that you may go for. Yes, I enjoy this fragrance a lot, and it's, yeah, calms me down, and I would like actually to have a bottle of this fragrance someday as well. But my only and I don't know if that would be a real deal breaker or not, but I have a concern about the projection and longevity, because still the fragrances are quite expensive, and I would like, you know, I really enjoy the smell, and I would like to have it around me like for longer, and I would like to smell it for longer. So that's the only minus, that's the only negative side that I see here.
This one costs also $190 for a 53 milliliter bottle, and the projection is average on my skin. I wore it on my neck, and as I remember, it was least projecting of these three fragrances. I kind of smelled it quite good from my neck in the first couple of hours. Then it was very average, and after maybe 5th or 6th hour, it was very close sitting to my skin, so I couldn't smell it from my neck, but from my wrist up close, I could smell it till 8 maybe hour. Yeah.
Okay.
So also love the smell, but I wish it had more projection, more sillage, and more longevity.
So the notes here are pink pepper. Yes, it says pink pepper, but maybe you could, you know, have a look at.
Patchouli Lave is very intense, very intense, very strong.
Yes, we've noticed that some of the words might need a little bit of editing here, but yeah, just a friendly reminder, and yes, as we wish you just the best. So, pink pepper, Thai oud, incense, cedarwood, vanilla, pine needle, sandalwood, patchouli, and white musk, and a little description. In bright lights, we used Thai oud agarwood that comes from Trat, province of Thailand. Oud has a soft, sweet smell and was aged for over 6 years. So yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has a soft, woody, sweet smell. And also vanilla gives a very pleasant sweetness here.
Yeah, I'm not getting any oud though. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I would also have never guessed that it has oud, but it has definitely a lot of different woods in here. And very pleasant sweetness, yeah?
Yeah. So overall, it was a very pleasant journey and discovery for us, because we have never smelled anything from this fragrance house. So Anton, thank you so much for the samples. They're great and interesting to smell. So yes, we wish you all the best with your work, and we hope that you will continue releasing fragrances, and we would love if you could work on the longevity, projection, and maybe depth of your fragrances, because then they would just be perfect. And we wish you all the best. And thank you once again, and to our viewers we want to say also big thanks, and please let us know in the comments down below if you have smelled anything from this fragrance house. Which of the fragrances did you like the most, or do you have maybe full bottles of some of these fragrances? How do you like wearing them? We're very interested. And yes, once again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we wish you all an amazing day. Goodbye.
Thank you, bye.